Okay, this is the riving knife and fence. Oh, not the fence, the riving knife and the above blade guard. So what we decided to do was the slot will be cut in some steel unistrut. Hopefully that'll work. Remove this side, and then the slot will receive the two carriage bolts. And then on this side there'll be T-nuts. Over here mounted to the blade guard, and on the back of the blade guard 2 small pieces of angle iron with a thin something, because whatever the width of this is, I'll lose capacity. And then I'll cut this out of plexiglass, the shape to go over the fence, and it'll be 2 of them. Hopefully I'll have enough scrap plexiglass left over from the blade guard, and then some sort of filler, hopefully just more plexiglass in between them to make them, you know, thicker than the blade, so that the blade can fit in there. And then all that's left is the switch and the fence. So the fence is 2 pieces of the melamine particle board with some heavy duty angle iron, preferably 2-inch, holding it at a right angle, bolted together, avoiding the sides and of course the slot. It will be pinned with long bolts that drill all the way down through to keep the pivot location as close as possible to the edge, and then the angle iron down below will receive a welded on nut, and then up here we'll cut the fish mouth, and we could really just use 1/2-inch rod as long as 1/2-inch it in tooth, and cut the fish mouth for more 1/2-inch. That gets welded on, so you've got these like long T-bolts, and that's how that attaches on there. And hopefully the clamping pressure of that will set the miter lock. And then we've got the actual table saw set up. So when the fence is on here, here's the table, and the fence would be set up. And I won't draw this top side. Anyway, an actual hinge that can fold down like this. But steers clear of, you know, it'll go behind there, so that when we're in miter position it's no big deal. But it's back there down to a piece of flat steel. Okay, you got your steel tube for the actual other side of the parallelogram, and on the bottom of whatever is bolting it, I'll have to have bolts for the angle iron on the edges, and then the other stuff bolted everywhere too. You get some sort of small angle iron there. Gosh, I can't remember how I was going to do this. Oh, and then I take this and I bend it all the way like that. There's some flat steel bolted on here, wide enough hopefully. Weld and thread a bolt, and it just clamps on that, and you got the same fence does table saw function. It just clamps on there like that, and hopefully it'll be wide enough to be self-squaring. And so that takes care of the fence. And the last thing is the switch, and I need to get a circuit breaker and probably use the same switch and mounted to the side of the angle iron sides somewhere on the same switch box. So that should work. Anyway, that's it.